Hey guys, I am really excited about the video today. Today we are going to do a foundation wear and review test for the new-ish, not super new, I think it came out like a year ago or so, the IT Cosmetics CC Nude Glow. This is the more recent CC cream launch that IT Cosmetics has done. And if you watched my video on the makeup that I packed when we went to Florida earlier this year, you know I took the matte version with me down there. And I love wearing the matte version in the summer. And even the original one is really nice when you just want like more coverage. But we're going to get into a little bit of information about this particular foundation. So this foundation retails for about $47. You can get it at IT Cosmetics website, Sephora, Ulta, QVC even sells it, which, side note, if you're not getting makeup from QVC, you definitely should. But that'll be another video. I actually have one coming with underrated brands, and most of those are coming from QVC. But anyway, it comes in several shades. It's better than, I think it's the original one that doesn't have a lot of shades. The shade range isn't that great. There's 5 listed under the fair category, 2 under the light category, 3 shades under the medium, 6 under tan/rich, or I'm sorry, 7 under tan/rich. And then the deepest shades, there's 5 of those as well. So that's the shade range for this product. And it says that it is a lightweight, brightening glow serum type of foundation. It does say that it has SPF 40 in it, but I never just take that at face value. Always, 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 always put your SPF on before any foundation or any makeup. Do not trust whatever SPF is being put in the foundation, because you never put enough on there, on your face anyway, to equal the kind of coverage you need from an SPF. So always put your SPF on before. It also says that it is a color correcting foundation, which the original one is that as well. So it also has a 90% skincare formula with 2% niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, and green tea extract. So that's very nice. And it says that it delivers an instant healthy glow with 24 hours of skin hydration. So it also has a buildable medium coverage, which is really great if you don't want a lot of foundation on your skin, but you just need to, like, maybe, you know, cover up some redness or even things out, which is pretty much what we're going to do today. And then there's some other claims based on like 4 weeks of use or whatever it is, but we're not gonna mess around with that. So the shade that we're going to use today is Fair Beige, and we are going to, so if you use the regular CC cream or even the matte CC cream, when you pump this out onto your hand, you will notice that it is very liquidy. You can see it's already starting to run down my hand. The matte version is thicker. It doesn't do this. So we are just going to spread it on. And I used the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream as a primer today. I don't have any other primer on, so we are just going to build with that. And I'm actually going to zoom you guys in just a little bit. Oh, wrong way. So you guys can see what I'm doing here. Alright, and then we're just going to start buffing this in. Okay, so you can see from buffing it in that it's covered up my redness a little bit. It's still there. So if you have redness or dark spots or anything like that, you might want to use either another layer to build it up, or you could always put some concealer in those spots first. And I'm just using the Sigma flat kabuki to really blend and buff this out. So this is one layer of the foundation, and while it didn't cover up my redness completely, what it did do is it just provided a little something extra to my face. So this is definitely more than like a tinted moisturizer or a skin tint. Most definitely, it's more than that. I do see a little glow into my skin. I would still add like a little highlighter if you want, but if you're looking for something to give you a little bit more coverage than a skin tint will, or a tinted moisturizer, whatever you want to call it, but you're really looking for that like no makeup look, this is definitely a really nice option. And it does feel very lightweight on my skin right now. So I'm going to zoom in so you guys can really see what I'm working with. So I have this pimple here that developed out of nowhere the other day. But you can see like it still looks like my skin. It's not, I might add another layer just to add another layer. But it's looking really great so far. I like the way it looks. So I'm going to add another layer and then just add a little bit more makeup to this. Not anything over dramatic. I'll probably just do like a really quick eye look, add a little blush, you know, like I typically do when I do my foundation reviews. Obviously I'll put some concealer on because I don't have any on right now. And then I will be back in a few minutes to kind of talk about what I'm seeing so far, and then we'll start the timer, and I want to try to wear it for about 8 hours, so we'll see how this goes. Okay guys, I am back. I finished my makeup. This is the look we did today. Really quick, I'll just run through what I used. So my eyes is the Sigma Enchanted Mini Palette. On my eyes, I love this. I have the larger one too. I love them both. Concealer, I did my NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. I kind of wanted something with lesser coverage. I didn't want to use like a full coverage concealer with like a medium coverage foundation. So I wanted to keep it a little bit lighter. So we have the NYX Concealer Serum. I set my under eyes down with the Pat McGrath Under Eye Powder. I love it. It's one of the only powders that really work for me. Cheeks are looking a little funky. My bronzer, blush, and the highlight came from this older Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette, the little mini one that I have. This one. I think it's from like a couple years ago. I don't know. And then my mascara that I used is the Maybelline Falsies Lash Lift. And then my lips are a combo of the MAC Luster Glass lipstick in, what is this, syrup? Yeah, syrup. And then the Colourpop lip liner in Another Round, which is a great nude. And I wanted to kind of keep everything a little bit lighter since the whole focus of this video is the foundation. So we're going to zoom in. Before we get fully started, the time is... It is 10:55. There we go. In the morning. Whoops. In the morning. I want to try to do about 8 hours. So I'll check in about 4 and then I'll check in again in 8. That is the game plan. So as of right now, it is looking really great actually. I powdered down my forehead just because I have a bunch of forehead lines. And I didn't want it like settling into those, so I powdered it down. But that's the only, besides my under eyes, it's the only area I put powder down. I didn't put powder down anywhere else. I typically don't, so I didn't this time. But overall, it looks really great. You can still see my skin coming through. I did add that second layer on that I talked about. You can still see my little pimple friend here that I'm trying to get rid of. You can see like the freckles and the texture that I have on my face. Like it doesn't really look like I'm wearing foundation. It just looks like I have evened out my skin and I've, you know, that's all we're doing. So as of right now, I'm happy with the way it looks, but I did just finish my makeup. So we will reconvene in about 4 hours. So I will see you guys in about 4 hours. Hey guys, I am back for the first of 2 check-ins that we're going to do today. It is 2:55 p.m. now, and we're going to take a little gander here at this makeup. I have been doing some things around the house today, and I had some lunch, so we're going to zoom in and see how this is looking. Alright, so I'm as close as I humanly can be, and it's still looking, as I look in my mirror, very, very good. It doesn't look thick or anything. It looks very lightweight. Honestly, it looks like my skin. Like, you can see all of these little bumps and age spots that I have. And then you can see my texture up here and around my nose. It has worn off a tiny bit on my chin, like right here. But that's also, I like to rest my hand on my chin a lot, so it could be from that. And then over here, you can see, kind of like on the other side, you can see the little spots I have. My redness is kind of coming through a little bit. My forehead, which is the only place that I put face powder, you can see my lines that I have. It honestly looks like my skin still. And even in the places it is wearing off, it doesn't look that bad at all. It's wearing very nicely. And for me, this is kind of what I would expect the 4-hour mark of a foundation to kind of look like. So I'm really happy with what we've got so far, because with the type of foundation that it is, I expect it to be lighter coverage, and honestly, it doesn't even feel like I have anything on. So that is great as well. Yeah, I really like the way this is looking so far. Obviously, we'll do another check-in in about 4 hours or so and just see where we're at. Hopefully, we're still in a good place, especially since I know a lot of people do like a general 8-hour workday. So hopefully, we'll still be in a good spot in about 4 hours. But in the 4-hour mark, the halfway mark, I am really loving. And actually, it's been a little bit more than 4 hours if you count the time that it took me to actually put the rest of my makeup on. It's been maybe about 4.5 at this point. But yeah, I'm really liking the way this is wearing so far. So we will see in another 4 hours. Hey guys, I am back with my final update of the day. So we're going to zoom in and take a gander. So before we get started, it is, oh, hold on, 7:07 now, p.m. So I've had it on for, at the very least, 8 hours. And let's take a look. So first off, I just need to say that it is wearing off beautifully. It does not look bad at all. Like when I first put it on, and like in the 4-hour update, my skin is still peeking through. You can see my imperfections, I guess you could call them. It has worn off right here on my cheek a little bit, but it doesn't look bad. Like, I could get away with it. And then my chin here and over here on my cheek. Over here, my daughter was like attached to my face, so. And I had sunglasses on earlier when I went to go pick her up from school. So overall though, I think it looks really nice. It doesn't look that bad. It's creasing a little bit in my forehead lines, but as I've mentioned before and probably will continue to mention as we go through this, every foundation, even if I powder, does that. Yeah, I mean, overall, it's looking pretty good. Alright, well. Alright, so that is it for this foundation test. Overall, I really, really do like it. I can see why I use it as often as I do. Like I said in the beginning, I've never really done a full wear test on it. I just, you know, put it on when I need to. If you're looking for something that will give you a little bit more coverage than your basic tinted moisturizers or skin tints will, this is definitely a really good option, especially if you like the It Cosmetics CC cream. This is a lighter version of it. Also, you know, I have dry skin, and because I don't think I mentioned that before, my skin is more on the drier side, more normal, I guess you could call it, normal, in the summer, but it's definitely dry in the fall and winter and early spring. I am over 40, so, you know, take that with what you will. But overall, I mean, it wore really good. And even when you guys aren't zoomed in, which I like to do just to kind of show you what I'm seeing, it looks really, really good still. Like, I could probably get away with a couple more hours. I'm not going to because it's getting a little late, but I'm going to take it off and wash my face and do all that stuff. But overall, I'm very, very happy with this one. So let me know down below what you guys think of it. And if you have any other foundation recommendations that you'd like to see a wear test on, let me know. I've got some sitting here on my table through the pipeline. So yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!